All right, guys, before we dive into today's video where I try to feed my pet zombie bass for the first time ever, I want to give a big shout out to Black Buffalo for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you guys are like me and you're either a former military member, active duty military member, former athlete, avid outdoorsman, anybody who is using a tobacco product, right? People smoke, people dip. I've been caught chewing tobacco on the channel many times. You guys will hear it because there's just like a giant thing of marbles in my mouth. If you're trying to get away from that tobacco habit and you're 21 years of age or older, Black Buffalo is a really nice solution. So Black Buffalo is actually a tobacco-free nicotine product, okay? So they've eliminated the tobacco stem and leaf, and instead they substituted in some natural green leaves, like the type of stuff you buy in the store. They then dry the stuff out and add in the pharmaceutical grade nicotine, which is, let's be honest, that's what we're in these products for to begin with, is the nicotine, the feeling. Speaking of chewing tobacco, I have successfully stopped chewing tobacco at all, and I've completely made the switch to Black Buffalo products, and I gotta be completely honest with you guys, I have not felt a difference. I love the stuff. They have a variety of flavors. They offer long cut as well as pouches. I prefer pouches because I'm on camera all the time, and if I stuff a bunch of long cut stuff in there, there's gonna be little seeds all in my teeth. So I like to keep it like nice and clean with the pouches. I don't know about you guys. This is a great company. I've been talking directly to their ownership. That way I know I'm not getting jerked around by some people that don't know what the hell they're doing. So like I said, if you guys are 21 years or older and you're an active tobacco or nicotine user, you definitely want to consider Black Buffalo. These people are awesome. We're going to be working with them more in the future. I do want to say one thing, guys. I am not encouraging any non-tobacco or nicotine users to pick up a new habit. This is strictly for people who are already using some type of product like this. And just as a special bonus for our subscribers only, the LOJO subscribers, if you click on their website, which will be right in the top of the description, you can order anything on the website and get 20% off with code LOJO. That's just a special gift from them to you guys. Give them a try. It is legit, guys. That's all I can tell you. It's freaking awesome. Now, back to today's video. All right, folks, so if you've been paying attention to this channel for the last couple weeks, you know that we have a pet bass right there in that quarantine tank, and it's actually kind of a zombie bass. Now, we have been rehabilitating him and bringing him back to life, so to speak. But we thought it would be really interesting today to see if we could try to feed him, because now he's been in captivity or quarantine for about 4 days now. And as you guys have seen in the last video where I was keeping him and bringing him back to life, he actually got a lot better. As you can see right now on the screen, I'm gonna show you guys the day we caught it underwater GoPro footage versus today's GoPro footage. And as you can see, the scars all over his body have almost completely healed. They're starting to scab up. He looks better, he looks great. Maybe he'll eat something for us today. Let's check our buddy. His name is Jimmy. Little quarantine tank action. Fountain pump, looks good. I just threw a leaf in there like a real rookie. Got the blue stuff in there, the G-Juice, which is kind of changing the color of the water, but it's supposed to help. And there's Jimmy. There's Jimmy. Got a nice fat shadow on there, but it's all good. There's Jimmy. He's ready to freaking eat. Now on the menu today, we're gonna have several different items. So I got a bait bucket right over here in the gator. It's got minnows and shiners in it. I'm also gonna throw a little fish trap out into my pond, see if I can catch a tiny brim or a shad. So that's 4 different bait fish that we can try to feed him. Also, in the grass around my house, there are just like thousands of grasshoppers and they're super easy to catch. So I could probably take like 20 steps with a GoPro on and capture one, drop one of those in the tank too. So we have a variety of bait to try to get this guy to come out and eat. Guys, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button for these zombie bass videos. Make sure you're also subscribing to the channel so we can get to 1 million this year. You guys do not want to miss future uploads like this one. It's free to subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. First up, let's try to grab like just one little minnow. I don't know if that's a shiner or a minnow. I got both of them in here. Shiners are obviously a little bit bigger than the minnows. I want like a tiny little minnow. Maybe even a couple of them. They're hiding. Oh, there we go. I got a couple right here. Yeah, here we go. First up, baby. A couple small minnows. All right, Jimmy. Oh, God. No reaction so far. No reaction. Where are the minnows? Where are they? I don't know where the heck they went. They're probably hiding in the fountain. Let's try a couple more. Maybe you can throw a couple shiners in there too. Yeah, here's a minnow and a shiner. Oh, they're swimming right in front of him. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Come on, little bait fish, get eaten. Gotta be honest, it's a little anticlimactic, but what would happen if we dumped the entire bucket of shiners and minnows in there? Do we think he would have any reaction at all? Well, just to make sure he's got plenty of food options, let's just go ahead and send it. Oh my God, they're swerving like all around his face. Jeez, the shiners are going crazy. Come on, buddy. You need to eat. You need to work your strength back up. Now, there are several factors at play here, obviously. I mean, this guy's been in a tank for 4 days. He could still obviously be stressed out from being caught. He could be disoriented, not knowing where he really is. But I have an idea. So I've got the GoPro running in the tank right now. Let's kind of put the top covers back on a little bit. Let's like make him a little bit more comfortable to what he's used to, because he's used to those wooden covers being on. He's used to it being kind of dark. Let's cover him back up, leave him out here for like an hour with those fish and see if he eats any. Not sure if I mentioned this during the intro, guys, but you're definitely gonna wanna stay tuned in this video, even if old Jimmy, the zombie bass, doesn't eat today. The hope of today's video is that we're gonna release him into the big backyard bass pond today. After we take one final look at his wounds, we're gonna pull him out at the end of this video, kind of see how he's doing. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Now, in the meantime, while he's given a chance to eat, let's get our little fish trap guy over here. See if we can get some shad and or some brim. And I'm already seeing there's a little bait right there. Who knows what it is? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. You guys can maybe see that. There's a brim right there that just grabbed that piece of bread. I'm just kind of getting them chummed up a little bit. I'm really hoping to get some shad, but you know, we'll see. Just gonna fill this guy up with a couple really big chunks of bread so they try to get in there. These little fish traps right here, guys, they're so cheap. They're so easy. You can find them pretty much anywhere, like Walmart. I mean, gosh, they probably have them everywhere, but they are so easy to operate. You literally just chuck them out like that. Anywhere you know you have a high concentration of bait fish, put some food in it. Doesn't have to be bread. That's just what I find works the best. And you guys will see within like 60 seconds, we'll have probably as many bait fish as we want in that trap. Let's check the old trap. It's been about a minute or so. Oh, that's embarrassing. Try this again. All right, got a little cup of water right here if we do catch anything. Let's see, now there's a ton of fish in there right now. I'm positive of it. Whee! No, there's no freaking way. What the heck? Me and Daryl over there talking about goats and farm animals. I lost track of time because I know for a fact there was fish in there a minute ago. I should have been bragging about how good this fish trap was. Now it's letting me down. The catfish have definitely responded to the bread being in the water. Now there's 10 catfish right here trying to eat the brim. They're trying to get to the bread. Oh, there's one just went in. One just went in. I got a couple, baby. Thank you, Lord. That actually took a lot longer than it normally takes. See if we can get them out. All right, well, we only need one. That's the good part. I'll just leave that trap out there. So this guy right here, perfect size. Bloop. All right, let's go take him to Jimmy, see what he thinks. See if, oh, Jimmy's moved now. He's moved, he's turned around. That's a good sign. I'm gonna put this little brim in there. Let these fish mingle for a little while, see what they think. Now, me and Daryl were talking off camera, and it's kind of unlikely that he'll eat just because it's only been 4 days and he's probably still stressed out. But hell, still fun to try, right? I'm gonna let that GoPro sit and run in the tank, and I'm gonna review the footage myself. So I will see you guys in about an hour. All right, it's been a while here. It's been a couple hours. The GoPro's definitely died by now. Let's go ahead and pull that on out of there. Oh God, one of the shiners died out of pure stress. Gonna check this footage in just a minute, see if he actually ate anything. Now there's still a ton of minnows and stuff, but I don't see the brim anywhere. I don't see the brim. I do not see him unless he's hanging out in that fountain. I don't know. All right, guys, we've given this zombie bass plenty of time to eat if he was gonna eat. So we're gonna go up into the office real quick, review the footage and see if he ate anything. But let's go ahead and pull him out of the tank for the first time in 4 days and kind of get a final look at him before we release him. Wow, he's still lively. He is lively. Ah! God. There you go, guys. Let's take one final look at him. You can see all those scars, all those little marks are starting to heal up. A lot of them have already healed up. A lot of the ones on the top of his back right there, they look really, really good. Let's see how he does with his release. See how well he kicks off. I would anticipate he kicks off really well because he's been used to this water temp. He's gonna need a second. There you go. There he goes, zombie bass. Easing off into the abyss. Success, baby. I absolutely cannot wait to review this footage, see if this bass ate. I do not see that brim in the tank, so I'm really hoping he ate it and we got it on GoPro, which would be insane. But he looks good, he's healed. I don't think he's carrying anything that are gonna hurt my other fish. I think he was just scarred up for whatever reason. Maybe he just lives in the trees and the branches and he's constantly, you know, rubbing up against it. He was caught off of a big laydown tree system in the river, so I'm hoping that's what it was. Fingers crossed. Let's go review that feeding footage. All right, guys, so we just got back to the house. Badge is actually in the other room doing some stuff. So I'm looking through the GoPro footage now. I'm gonna share some of it with you guys now. Unfortunately, as you guys are gonna see right now, the tank was like super murky. So, you know, I kind of just fast forwarded through some of the footage. Now, one thing I did notice about this bass, he was an absolute camera, he was all about that camera life, okay? He would just get in front of this camera, and I'm just gonna fast forward it some right here, but he would just get in front of the camera and just sit there. So you can see the bait fish running around, the bass is kind of circling around a little bit, and I'm trying to find this one scene where he just like gets in front of the camera. Yeah, so right here, he just gets in front of the camera. He's like surrounded by bait fish. They're crashing into him. It's almost like he's annoyed from the bait fish and he's trying to get away from them. And here he is just hanging out, you know? He's not really seeming very hungry. He doesn't really seem agitated. He's just kind of like, look, the fish are just right in front of his face. It's the funniest gosh darn thing. Look at my man's right there, just eyeballing the camera. Not camera shy at all, which is good. So if we ever catch him again, hopefully he will have that same kind of energy on camera. Now, I want to share my favorite clip. Now, I had like 2 hours of GoPro footage, so it was tough to come up with just one clip, but so I'm going to show you guys right here. So right here, we got him like emerging out of the darkness, like Jaws, like a shark. He just comes emerging. Watch, he just comes straight for the camera. It's the funniest thing. His little googly eyes. Look at him, he's trying to like avoid the bait fish. He's just like, oh God, get away from me. And he just keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming. He's literally, his nose has to be right on the GoPro mount right now. I mean, all I can see is his back and his little spinal fins and stuff. It's hilarious. And he just sits there for a while too. So I think that's my favorite clip, is he just kind of emerges out of the darkness, moving right towards the camera. And once again, we did not see him eat, but that brings me to this part. So we never saw him eat. Now he could have, because the water was so murky, but here's the thing. So we put shiners and we put minnows, but we also put one brim. Now you guys watched me catch that brim out of the pond, put it in a cup, drop the cup in the tank. Me and Badge went down there a couple days ago, so like a day after we released the zombie bass, and I had left all the fish in the tank, the bait fish. Me and Badge got the shiners and the minnows out and put them in a bucket and went creek fishing with them for another video, and that brim was gone, okay? So I don't know what happened. I couldn't find visual evidence that this bass ate that brim, but that brim was gone. He was no longer in that tank. So you guys let me know what you think happened. Did the zombie bass eat it? Did another predator get in that tank after I removed the zombie bass? But if another predator got in there, why did it only get the brim? Why didn't it get the shiners and the minnows too? You know, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say he maybe ate. He might have ate that brim, and maybe I just didn't capture it on camera, and maybe that was enough to make him full to where he didn't eat anything else on camera. So that's what I'm going with, because I really hope he did eat that fish. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this feeding and releasing my pet zombie bass into the big backyard pond. I think he made, I'm not gonna say a full recovery, but he looked really good. He looked like he recovered from the injuries he'd sustained or just the natural stuff he had going on. I'm not sure, but I don't think it was anything bad. Like, I don't think it's gonna affect the pond. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribing, guys, so you don't miss any future uploads. Make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button for old zombie bass. Hopefully we get to catch him again one day. I think we'll be able to recognize him because he's gonna have those scars probably for a long time. So hopefully we can catch him again a few months after he's gotten some size, he's gotten all the stress out, and he's gonna be a nice fish one day. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Give me ideas in the comment section for future videos. I'll make sure I get as many done as I can. I am out of here.